Nepal is the country with gorgeous views. The country has 8 mountains with heights over 8,000 meters. Mountain terrain defines the lifestyle of locals. Such environment makes people more friendly. When I met them, I felt it makes personal relationships more valuable. Their homes are surrounded with the highest mountains in the world. It's so quiet and peaceful, clean air, and locally grown organic produce. It just feels great. But it all comes with a price. It is hard to get here and get around. There are never-ending serpentines and bad roads. It takes about 9 to 10 hours to drive 125 miles from Kathmandu to Pokhara. And you're gonna have a bumpy ride and breathe in dust. However, prices for buses are cheaper in Nepal than in India by about a third. It is better to travel in Nepal by airplane because of the bad roads. You get a bus covered in dust, and the same with your luggage. And during some section of the road, bus literally throws you off the seat because of this bad bumpy road. I have an impression that they've just recently started construction of their roads because many of them are still just naturally paved. It is definitely better to observe this part of India from the screen and just fly in with the airplane. And it would be nice if you choose a daytime flight because you'll be flying along Himalayan mountains and some of them will be on the level of your flight. Separate flight to Everest cost around $200. So this way you could save those money. However, beauty and harmony of nature ends in Nepal cities. They are dusty, not very clean and maintained. However, it's a bit better than in India. They are prohibited to horn all the time. And they regularly during part of the day lose their electricity. If they promote, they say there is a hot water, more likely it's going to be just a warm, slightly warm water, and the heating almost non-existent in many buildings. On the streets of Kathmandu, I meet a lot of foreign tourists. From above, city looks overcrowded, with a very tight building construction.
Baby hungry meal. One, only one. Here, supermarket here. Milk. Okay, come. Thank you. My help me. What is your name? Bye bye. Bye bye. Namaste बोलिए. Namaste.
Nepal did not get lucky with its geographical location. It doesn't have access to the oceans, and it doesn't have no gas, no oil. It even doesn't have much plains to grow their produce. That's why they're quite proactive, ripping tourists off. About a third of their male population work in tourist industry. It is important to remember that you can change your dollars into Nepali rupees. However, they will not change it back. You will have to go to special centers like banks and in the airport, and only then you can change your Nepali rupees back to US if you left. And you can imagine it will be at a very unfair rate. You can see streets are much cleaner than in India. I noticed Nepalese don't throw their trash just where it's comfortable. However, their rivers are still polluted with the trash and water with the sewage. Many people in Nepalese cities wear masks because of the dust. And I would wear one too if I would have one. There is a special case for climate over here. Because Kathmandu located about 1,300 meters above the sea level, it's not very hot during summer. And it doesn't get very cold during winter either, because mountains protect from cold winds from the north. Winters are quite dry here, however summer is rainy. It comes from the India. However, because of the subtropic mountain climate, the temperature difference is pretty huge. For example, it can go for about 15 degrees on Celsius between day and night. 90% of the produce is imported from India. However, it is interesting that Indian mango costs cheaper in Nepal than in India. However, the quality of the fruit is not as good as it was in India. Obviously, they have to harvest green fruits. Potatoes cost 30 cents per pound. Grapes cost about 50 cents per pound. And tomatoes and cucumbers cost 15 cents per pound and 30 cents per pound. The prices at the shops are rarely posted. They adjust the price according to look. However, it's best if you are rich, tourist, that you choose. Another key feature of Kathmandu that it has a lot of religious sites of Buddhism and Hinduism.